I was prompted to look at the Ward-Hendry website to see whether this would be something that I would be interested in. It immediately caught my eye because I'm a very visual person myself, and I thought this kind of approach to displaying information would work very well as another aspect to the way I teach. Today, for example, I've managed to very quickly put things that I'll use later in the lesson in the Hotboard, so it's already there, so it's pre-prepared, it's pre-loaded if you like. So that hopefully will become part of the lesson without interruption. The ability of the Hotboard, I think, to present stimulus in a visual manner is very valuable. Also, the speed in which I can change over the pockets enables me to respond quite quickly, both during the week and within the lesson. And I think the fact that it's in this Perspex kind of presentation case immediately imbues the work with more importance. So I think students see it as almost like a kind of trophy cabinet. I think the fact that there's an element of smartness, if you like, means that they kind of respect it more, they pay attention to it more, and hopefully notice things that are in there more than they would just an ordinary board.
Hotboards came through as an email from our head of school, and it was about having a look at what other schools have been doing and seeing whether we would be interested in having it in our classroom. When I first saw the Hotboard, I wasn't sure if it was just like a new way of putting student work on the board, like just a nicer version of using blue tack. But then I realised that actually when you started to think about how students learned, a lot of the time they may be using textbooks or they're working with internet and finding facts. It was a really useful way for the students to be learning as they're going and using the board to come up to the board, find information and use that to assimilate certain topics. And I think the key thing is that the board allows students to work at their own pace, so they can come up at any point and find information and they're not under pressure with the rest of their peer group.
As soon as the children came into the room, they'd be like, what's that? Why is that up there? But one question up on the board would just allow that sense of which journey are we going on today? And that's what I've enjoyed about it as a board. It's been lovely to see ideas develop, from one initial acorn really. We'll often start a unit getting the students to actually pose questions about the topics. They'll come up and put their questions up on the board. And it's fantastic for extension as well. So if the child finished their piece of work, right, go and pick a question that you think you can go and answer now, and go and write the answer in, and they put it up, and it's just that lovely sense of achievement for them. I think it allows the quiet child, the child that never put themselves forward, a chance to have their work on display as well, which is really exciting and what it should be about. I strongly believe that teaching tools, learning tools, the whiteboards, the iPads, no one thing should dominate really. So as a teaching tool, I think it's wonderful, I really do. And for my subject in particular, that's been invaluable.